tell y'all, I sat in the tub and I was just contemplating my whole life. I'm like, you know, I'm not strong enough for this. I need this damn epidural because I am still only 3 centimeters dilated. And then they just keep coming in and they're like, okay, can you like flip to the other side because baby boy's heart is dropping. I'm like, huh? What you mean his heart is dropping? Like, he literally had a cone-shaped head because he was stuck in my birth canal. Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Katie back again with another video for the channel. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am officially a mother. Oh my gosh, I always dreamed of being a mother, and just like looking at my baby boy sitting next to me warms my heart. You guys will definitely see in the video his little face. I'm not gonna blur out his face and be petty, you know, I'm not like that. You guys will see who he is right away and you guys will hear his name, but you gotta watch the whole video. But that is definitely my bundle of joy, and if you guys hear any noises, it's definitely him. But I am gonna be telling you guys my labor and delivery experience. I'm just gonna insert clips of what I have and really break it down for you guys and let you guys know my experience and everything I had to go through. So let's jump right into this video. Okay, so everything started December 3rd at about 2:45 when I went to the doctor's office. I went to the doctor's office to get these cervical rods inserted in me because I was 41 weeks at this point and still not dilating at all. So I was like, you know what? There's no way I'm gonna be 42 weeks pregnant. Get this baby out, okay? Like, I was hurting at this point and baby boy was just getting so big. I'm like, I'm good with pregnancy. Just do what y'all gotta do to get this baby out. They were like, we'll induce you. So I went in, got these cervical rods, and they dilated me to 3 centimeters. Those cervical rods did not bring on like super intense contractions at all, but they did dilate me. So that was definitely a plus. Fast forward, December 4th came. I got to the hospital at 7:45 and they started the Pitocin right away, y'all. I was literally on Pitocin by 7:50, I feel. Like, they did not waste no time. They put that Pitocin in me because they just knew that I wasn't gonna dilate without it. So they literally tell you to eat before you come to the hospital because once you get the Pitocin, they don't really like to let you eat. So I went to Panera, 6 a.m. sharp, and I smashed them. But I knew that was only gonna last me until like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. at the latest. Just keep that in mind with this story. So fast forward, I'm on Pitocin for like 2 to 3 hours before those contractions really start to hit me, y'all. So I like did my makeup, I was just playing on the ball, having a good time, walking around the hospital. I look good in this, don't I? Just a vibing, you know. I really beat my face and I'm so happy I did. Like, you guys will definitely see pictures because everybody was hyping your girl up at the hospital. I felt so good. I'm like, yes, like, yes, I done did that. I am a mother at this point, so put some respect on my name. That's how I felt, but you know, whatever. And then them contractions started getting your girl.
Doing okay?
Yes.
How are they feeling?
Pretty good.
Feel about the same?
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh. It's like really in the back, you know.
Now it's gonna get worse.
I know. I was just like, wow, I was so adamant about not getting an epidural, but let me tell y'all, they kept bumping up that Pitocin.
Maybe in another hour or two, we might check to see if there's been a change in your cervical exam from the last time.
10 more minutes and I'll go up on you.
Okay.
Alright?
It's working.
Do you feel like you're stronger?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm even getting hot. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want you giving me dirty looks when I come in.
Yeah.
Please don't do the name.
And your girl was starting to hurt. So I'm looking at this Pitocin machine like, oh my gosh, like I need an epidural. But I was like, no, like I can do this without an epidural. And I don't know what I had in my head. And let me tell y'all, I sat in the tub and I was just contemplating my whole life. I'm like, you know, I'm not strong enough for this. I need this damn epidural because I am still only 3 centimeters dilated. And the way that them contractions felt, I was like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna make it to 10 centimeters feeling like this. I was just so afraid of like chronic back pain and like just all these horror stories I hear about the epidural. But let me tell y'all, that was the best thing I did for myself during this whole labor experience. Let me just tell you that. So fast forward, I'm in the tub for like 30 minutes and then they just keep coming in and they're like, okay, can you like flip to the other side? Because baby boy's heart is dropping. I'm like, huh? What you mean his heart is dropping? They basically said that the umbilical cord was being pinched somehow and you know, me being in the tub was just making it worse. So I'm like, okay, I get on the other side, they come back in, they're like, that didn't help, you have to get out. I'm like, okay, that's fine, like, I'll get out the tub. I was kind of sad because the tub was really helping me, but I get out the tub and them contractions started getting really bad once I was out the tub. This is no joke at all. I really thought it was so sweet. Man, was I confused. This is a lot. Let me hurry up and tell y'all what's going on and update y'all before I get another contraction. But basically, I was in the tub and baby boy's heart rate just kept dropping. So I had to get out the tub. I was like doing really good in there, but I had to get out. And now I'm on the ball. I was in bed, but I was really hurt. So now I'm on the ball. And they're really monitoring baby boy super close. They put like a monitor inside of me, and this whole old ordeal. Y'all, I'm having a contraction trying to talk to y'all because they were still bumping up this Pitocin, y'all, and I'm sitting there like, I cannot take this anymore. So I sit there and suffer for probably like a good 3 hours. I don't know.
That's not your situation. I'm here with you for life. Take your glasses off. Yeah, I got you right.
My labor process was about 9 hours. So from 7:45 and I had him at 9:04. So it was a long process and I sat there and suffered. Let me just tell y'all that until about 7 p.m. And once 7 p.m. came, I'm like, I cannot take this anymore. They checked my cervix. I was only 4 centimeters dilated. I only dilated 1 centimeter with all this damn Pitocin. Nothing was working. I wasn't dilating at all. So I was like, hell no. Put that needle in my back because I cannot take this pain for any longer. I don't know what was going on with my body, but my body was not trying to dilate and get this baby out. And it really showed because once baby boy came out, like he literally had a cone-shaped head because he was stuck in my birth canal. And I felt so bad. Like it really made me feel so like horrible because I'm like, he was like sitting there suffering and I'm sitting here being prideful, like I don't want an epidural. Like that's so selfish to me, and I wish I would have just got it from the jump. And then literally 30 minutes later, they're like, you know, we're fighting a battle that is not really progressing. And I'm like sitting there happy now because I got my little epidural. I'm like, I can do this, you know, but they're like, no, baby boy is not reacting well to your contractions. Every single time I had a contraction, baby boy's heart rate would drop. And I'm like, hell no, like this is not good. And at this point, I had not ate for like going on like 10 hours. My body could not take it anymore, y'all. I was like shaking, having contractions, and it was just like really stressful on my body. And I think that's why baby boy was stressing out too. It was just really bad. And honestly, Ethan was such a good support system. Shout out to my baby because he did not miss a point, y'all. He was like rubbing my back. He was, you know, giving me words of affirmation and just like really pushing me to like do what I wanted and supporting me. And it was just like, oh man, that is my heart. Let me tell y'all that. That's when they're like, we're fighting a battle, we're not gonna win. Let's just call this a C-section. And at that point, I'm just like, whatever. Like, I am completely debilitated. I'm completely exhausted. I am completely out of it at this point. There's no way in hell I can even push this baby out. I don't even have strength to push a baby out at this point. They rolled me in, you guys. I was literally getting rolled into the OR, knocked out. Like I was so exhausted. I don't know if it was like some medication they gave me or something that made me extra sleepy, or it was just like I was super exhausted. But let me tell y'all, I couldn't even keep my eyes open. Like my body was like in and out of sleep. Like it was so crazy. I don't really want to remember that experience too much, but I definitely do, because my little bundle of joy came out of it. But it was scary for me because I've never had surgery before, and then they say like a C-section, so now my baby's on the line too. Like it's just I don't know, it was just a lot. But I'm on this table getting cut open, and probably like 40 minutes later, baby boy is out, and I don't hear him cry right away. And I'm like looking at Ethan like, why is he not crying, you know? And then eventually, like a minute later, he starts crying, and I'm like, oh, I start crying too. I'm like, my little baby. They didn't show me him at all. I feel like that was kind of weird, but they just ran him to the warmers and stuff. And then they told me that he had like a lot of like amniotic fluid in his lungs. I don't know if it was because he was in me for 41 weeks or what that was, but that healed up nicely. And then I finally got to hold baby boy, so that was super nice. Y'all, I could not feel my legs at all at this point. Like I was so present in my mind, but like my body was completely not there at all. They're like, can you roll your legs, or can you help like bend them? I'm like, hell no, my body cannot move at all. Finally, they rolled me to like my actual room that I'm gonna be in for like a few days, and Ethan and I just look at each other like, wow, we really did that. But I was completely like not that hurt after my C-section. I walked like immediately after, and even though I had him at 9:04, I was definitely walking by like 2 a.m. I just remember using the bathroom was like super strange. Like even peeing, I could not pee. It was like just scary to use down there, even though like nothing really happened down there. But they said that's all normal, and eventually I did like have outputs and it was all good. But it was a weird feeling at first for sure. That was the first night. We go to sleep, and then fast forward to the second day, everything was good. Baby boy had a good day, you know, he was up sleeping, and Ethan and I did not know what we had in store for us for the second night. If you guys did not know, there's a whole thing. There's this whole like research paper that they ended up giving us after we suffered on the second night, and they claim it's the worst night ever because they're adjusting to the world. The first night they're sleepy and they like sleep well and stuff, and then the second night comes and you get fucked up. I'm sorry for my French, but like you get torn up. Let me just say that. We had like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours of sleep, and it was just like me and Nathan were looking at each other just like about to cry, because we're like, this is crazy, like crazy. Baby boy was just not sleeping. He was screaming at the top of his lungs. Nothing was soothing him. Like it was just crazy. Let me just put it to you like that. That was our second day, and then fast forward to the third day, we finally get a little adjusted. Ethan and I got some rest because the nurses were helping with baby boy. We could not do it at that point. They really came in clutch, because they like took him and like did what they had to do. They gave us a ton of tips on like gassing him and like burping him, a lot of things that we overlooked and were very important in bothering him. So that was nice. So he got circumcised the second day, and then the third day he got his bath. We had our first little dance party. Put the hands up, Bracy. Yeah. And we just got to like spend good quality time together. It was fun. Like I got my breast pump. We were like really getting acclimated to having a baby and learning our little routine. It was nice because my boobs were completely torn and sore and broken and just hurting so much. So when I got my breast pump, I was ecstatic. So yeah, that was the third day. And then the third day at probably like 7 p.m. we're like, okay, we have a pretty good routine down. I think it's safe to go home. They're like, we could go home the third or fourth day, whatever we wanted, because I was healing well, I was walking, I was taking care of baby boy just fine, and I was healing so well. So thank God everything is good with me. So we go home, and then the rest is history. And now baby boy is here. Let me grab him. He's sleeping, but we'll disturb him for the video. He's so knocked out here. Oh, my little baby. Hey, mama's baby. He's so tired. Oh my gosh, my little man. Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh, he's so red right now. Are you gonna let him see your face? Oh my gosh. That's my little baby. That's mommy's baby. That's my little baby. His name is Bryson Robert Butler. He was born December 4th, 2021 at 9:04. And he was 7 pounds, 1 ounce, and 20 inches. My little baby. Oh yeah, my sweet man. I just love him so much. I love you so much. That's my sweet man. But that is gonna be everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am officially a mom. I'm about to like freaking cry. I love my baby so much. But I love you guys so very much. Until the next video, stay healthy, stay happy. I love you guys.